Hello guys and welcome to Kitchen Colony. On this channel, I'll be bringing to you a taste of Jamaican inspired meals with a twist to suit every palate. Please remember guys to hit that like button, it means a lot. Today I'll be making beef and lentil meatloaf. Before we move on, let me just take this time to thank my subscribers, old and new, and also my viewers. Thank you for coming back faithfully every week. Lately, I've been trying to eat healthy and much more healthier than I'm eating now. Therefore, I've decided to add a lot more vegetables and legumes and beans to my meal. And today is one such time where we do love a meatloaf. But I wanted to incorporate lentils into my meatloaf along with a little ground beef. And that's what I'm going to show you today. In my pan, I have 500 grams of lean ground beef. And I'm not going to add oil at this time. I wanted to bring out its natural oil. I'm only going to add a tablespoon of minced garlic and then allow it to sweat to bring that oil out. And I'm going to allow it to cook while I get on making my pastry. Now we're going to cut our vegetables just to season our meat, and we're going to chop them in this chopper because we want them fine. Now we're going to put them in the chopper. Adding some bell peppers for flavor. Now you can put any vegetable you like. I'm going to chop. Let's add it to the remainder. Now we take this over to the stove. Now you notice the beef has fried down and look how much oil, so we didn't need to use oil. So I'm going to add this now before I add any liquid and allow this to cook. And for about 10 minutes I'm going to cover this and let it cook. Now to this I'm going to add just about half a teaspoon of dry thyme. Give it a mix, and now we're going to cover it and allow it to cook, and then we come back and season more. Now the fresh seasoning is cooked. Now it's time to season and add some browning because it's a bit too white for me, so I'm going to add a little browning to change the color. Just a little, not too much. Oh, that looks a bit too dark, but we'll see. And then we're going to season with any seasoning that you like. Whatever seasoning you like, you're going to use. Now if you have fresh thyme, add it because it gives a great flavor. Now season with all the dry seasoning that you have, the powdered seasoning that you have, your combination, whatever you like, you use. Just a pinch of salt. I don't need a lot of salt. And I'm going to use a tablespoon of ketchup. And we'll mix this in. And then we're going to add about a cup of water and allow it to cook until the water dries off. Now cover and allow it to cook. Now for my twist on a Jamaican classic, I'm going to add lentils. Lentils along with beef. Now this is what it looks like when it is dried, and after cooking for 25 minutes, this is how it looks. And now I'll be adding my cooked lentils to the ground beef, which is already cooked. Mix well and turn it down, turn the stove down for about 3 minutes. to simmer, and then we turn it off to cool to add in our meatloaf. So I'm going to break some of the beans because instead of using breadcrumbs, the beans absorb most of our moisture. So I'm breaking some. Now that our bean has absorbed some of the flavors, we're going to turn it off now and allow it to cool to add to our loaf. This amount of dough, which was 500 grams of flour, gave me 8 loaves, and they're good sized loaves. If you'd like to see how I made this dough, then check out my goose bread recipe. I have a few bread recipes on my channel. I didn't want the video to be too long, thus eliminating the process. Well guys, it's time for a shout out, and today my shout out goes to Tishana, who have tried a number of my dishes, and today I'm going to showcase the jerk chicken and the curried goat. Thank you Tishana for trying my meals. They look lovely, and I'm so happy to know that you enjoyed it. Thank you very much again Tishana. Now it's time to fill our loaf. So we're going to remove one of the balls and just flatten it with your fingers, and then we're going to roll. Now I'm going to make a small one. This is actually a small one. When you've gotten that shape, now you place your meat in the middle and then you close it just as you would a patty. To prevent the dough from lifting, dip your fork into some flour. That's our first one done. I'm brushing my dough with some olive oil and a little milk because I don't want it to get too crisp when it gets into the oven. I still want to maintain that soft dough when it is finished. I'll be baking mine for 25 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius. And because my oven is small, I'm putting it in the middle, and I'll be watching it because this oven gets very hot. Now, just want to rub with a little butter to keep the top soft. And the meatloaf is done. Now here you have it guys, Jamaican beef and lentil meatloaf. This meatloaf was wonderful. I didn't even realize that I had lentils in it because, as I said before, it absorbs flavor easily. And another thing, I don't like my bread to be very thick, so I rolled mine very thin. So you might not like that, so you roll it as thick as you want. But let me tell you, if you've tried the lentils, you would not realize that it was lentil. You'll actually taste the beef only. This is a great recipe for those people who are trying to get off meat. Or you might look in your cupboard, you don't have enough meat to make some meatloaf, and this is a nice way to bulk it up. But trust me, it is worth it because its taste was delicious and it's also a little healthier. And for a different taste, I've added some cheddar cheese. If you've enjoyed what you've just watched, then please give me a thumbs up, share my videos, and if you have not yet subscribed, please remember to do so. I do enjoy making these videos for you, and I do appreciate your comments. Thank you all for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.